Remember that the stock market is a maniac depressive. For any consumer of daily financial news, this will ring true. Always stay rational. Buy a stock the way you would buy a house. Understand and like it such that you'd be content to own it in the absence of any market. You only have to be able to evaluate companies within your circle of competence. The size of that circle is not very important. Knowing its boundaries, however, is vital. Success in investing doesn't correlate with IQ. What you need is the temperament to control the urges that get other people into trouble in investing. Forecasts may tell you a great deal about the forecaster. They tell you nothing about the future. Using your own intuition to make predictions can tell you a lot about your investment strategy. There is nothing wrong with a know-nothing investor who realizes it. The problem is when you are a know-nothing investor but you think know something. The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. You need a temperament that neither derives great pleasure from being with the crowd or against the crowd. All there is to investing is picking good stocks at good times and staying with them as long as they remain good companies. It is a terrible mistake for investors with long-term horizons, among them pension funds, college endowments, and savings-minded individuals, to measure their investment risk by their portfolio ratio of bonds to stocks. If you aren't thinking about owning a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. I never attempt to make money on the stock market. I buy on the assumption that they could close the market the next day and not reopen it for 5 years. If a business does well, the stock eventually follows. A too high purchase price for the stock of an excellent company can undo the effects of a subsequent decade of favorable business developments. The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging. Investment can go bad. When they do, it's best to bow out and stop throwing money at it. Successful investing takes time, discipline, and patience. No matter how great the talent or effort, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. Beware the investment activity that produces applause. The great moves are usually greeted by yawns. For the investor, a too high purchase price for the stock of an excellent company can undo the effects of a subsequent decade of favorable business development. Never invest in a business you cannot understand. Always held strong to the belief that index funds are one of the best ways to grow wealth. In the business world, the rear-view mirror is always clearer than the windshield. The past is simple and straightforward, whereas the future can be murky, clouded with perceptions of many. The key to investing is not assessing how much an industry is going to affect society, or how much it will grow, but rather determining the competitive advantage of any given company and durability of that advantage.